guys, welcome back to my channel. Mermaid Nina here. I thought tonight we would talk about my 5 tips to deal with long lines at Disney. That's right, if you are headed to Disney anytime soon, the lines have just, well, gotten longer. And if you are going during holiday season, peak season, Christmas, spring break, midwinter break, whatever, the lines are very long. And there's no real way to say skip the line unless you are going to purchase Genie Plus. In any way, shape, or form, you will be waiting in some form of line, and it could potentially be long. So I came up with 5 ways to deal with those long lines, right? Ways to prepare to be in long lines. So number 1 thing is to just plan ahead. I know you guys hear me say that all the time, but some rides are just longer at certain periods of time. Some rides are shorter at certain periods of time. And if you're headed to Disney, the best way to do that is to about the week before go into the My Disney Experience app, go look at wait times, watch the wait times throughout the day, throughout the week, and see which of your favorite rides, what time of day the lines tend to be longer versus shorter. This is especially helpful for those really popular rides like Seven Dwarf Mine Train, Rise of the Resistance, maybe even Ratatouille. Whatever it is you're interested in, it does help to figure out when you should attempt to ride those rides. Some rides are really great at rope drop. Just get it done. And some of them you can actually score a super low wait time towards the evening. When everyone is watching fireworks, that could be a good time to score some shorter waits. I remember back in the day, anytime there was a parade, like one of those longer parades, that was always the best time to quickly hit up one of those rides because everyone, of course, is waiting for that parade. So that's the biggest thing, guys, is you want to just plan ahead and research. You can't just walk in and go, okay, let's ride, without some form of game plan, especially not when lines are just super long. I would expect a good 45 minutes plus for most of the rides right now. So yeah, you want to plan ahead and get an idea of when you should tackle those key popular rides. So that is my tip, number 1. The second one is once you've planned ahead and you're ready to actually get in that line, please go to the bathroom. I know it sounds silly, but especially if you have kiddos, once you're in those lines, once you enter the interior queue, it is really hard to get out of those lines. It's really hard to climb in and out of ropes and chains to try to find the bathroom. And many of these times you're weaving in and out. There are no cast members. There are no exit signs. You're just stuck in these queues with nowhere to go. So if you have to use the restroom, it is best to just plan ahead and go first, especially those kiddos. My son he does this with every ride. Do you have to go to the bathroom? No, I just went. As soon as we're in the line, literally 10 minutes in, I have to go to the bathroom. Drives me bonkers. So we're trying to train him that once we're in the line, bud, you just can't. So try to hit the restrooms first, especially if you're one of those longer lines with those interior ride queues. It's just hard. It's hard to skip out of line and then come back. It's very difficult when there's no cast member to wave down and tell them you have to use the restroom. So just plan ahead, guys. Use the restroom first. Number 3 is snacks. Again, also important for those kiddos. But once you get into a long line, it's very easy to get bored, and boredom often equals hunger, and you can't really get out of the line to go get popcorn or a Mickey pretzel. So it really helps if you pack your own snacks. Just, some easy things, just some little chippy things to have, a granola bar, anything. I usually err on the side of healthy, because once they're in line and they're bored and they're stuck there, I'm thinking, okay, now's the good time to give them something healthy versus, the leftover cotton candy from yesterday. So plan ahead and pack those extra snacks. Now, This is usually when I will also say water. But I'm telling you right now to avoid the beverages. Why? Because what happens when you drink too many beverages? The bathroom happens. Bathrooms are best to do before the ride and after the ride, not during the ride queue. So I usually tell the kiddies, we're going to the bathroom first, drink your water now, go to the bathroom, and then we can have some snacks in line as needed. Number 4 is entertainment. I say this a lot. If you are in a long line, that equals boredom very quickly, especially for the kiddos and even the moms and dads too, right? We get bored in those long lines. So plan ahead. Bring your phones, bring your tablets, put on some movies the kiddos like, put on some games the kids like, anything you can do to kind of entertain anyone. Let the kids pack those headphones, let them pack their music, let them pack their tablets, whatever. Any way to keep anyone happy in those long lines is key. It's basically a distraction. So you'll often see people kind of, playing group games on their phone, kind of like heads up, right? You put something on your forehead and it will put something across the screen, and everyone has to give you clues so that you can try to figure out what it is they're saying. If you got it right, of course, you can say correct and move on, or I forget how to pass. Up is pass. So you can keep doing this as they're telling you what is on the screen for you to guess, and it can be very entertaining. In fact, it ends up kind of getting everyone in the line excited to help you out. Even strangers are like, that guy in that movie, and you're like, oh man. So it's just a way to kind of get everyone together because we're all stuck in the line together. None of us really want to be there. We all want to be on the ride, right? Not in the line. So plan ahead. A lot of this is plan ahead, guys. In fact, I should probably just put plan ahead in all caps, and that's the only trick. But yeah, get those tablets set up, the phones set up, figure out what games you want to download, get them downloaded, practice them at home so that when you're in line, you kind of have a way to distract yourself and entertain yourself. And of course, number 5 is, since you're going to be using all those phones and all those tablets, you probably should prepare and pack a backup battery pack. That's right. This is mine. Mine actually lasts for 5 days. And I know everyone's always like, Nina, what do you need a 5-day battery pack for? I need it because I charge multiple devices on this one pack. I will charge everyone's phone on here, a tablet on here, my camera like 5 times on here. Whatever is needed, I charge it. Just don't forget the cords. So again, that's what I mean by planning ahead, right? You want to see what kind of your game plan is going to be for the ride so that you can hit the lower weights when you can and deal with the longer weights when needed. Everyone needs to use the restroom. Pack some snacks so you don't get the hangries, right? And nothing's worse than being angry and hungry at the same time, and figure out ways to entertain yourself. If you're lucky enough to still have those kiddos in a stroller when you get in line, maybe they'll take a nap or maybe they'll color. But those are the kind of things you have to plan for in advance. And of course, those backup batteries when needed. And if you need my bonus, Genie Plus, guys, I know a lot of you are so upset with the Genie Plus, the fact that we have to pay for it, but it's working. People are reducing their line weights by paying for Genie Plus or for doing the individual lightning lane. If you don't know what I'm talking about, make sure you check out my video because I thoroughly explain what these things are and how to use them. But that's kind of just the best way to deal with lines right now. And as always, guys, please try to be patient. It is not the cast member's fault when the line is too long. It is not their fault when the line isn't moving. And it's not even their fault when the line breaks, when the ride breaks down. So please have a little patience and understand that everyone at Disney right now is trying to do the same thing. They're trying to be on vacation. They're trying to make memories. They're trying to get on the ride. We are all there for the same reason. So yeah, plan ahead, figure it out, and hopefully those lines won't be too bad once you have these kind of things in place. But I'm curious, do you guys have other things that you kind of do to prepare for longer lines? Let me know in the comments because I can add it to my list. But as always, guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. If the subscribe button is red, please click it, turn it gray, hit the bell icon for notifications like this video. And like I said, what do you do to fight those long lines? What do you pack for the kiddos to entertain them? Other than Heads Up, what other games do you play on your phone to kind of get everyone involved? Or are you just like, you know, handing kids headphones and letting them watch movies? Let me know in the comments. Love to hear from you guys. But as always, mahalo for watching. Nina out. Bye.